Hello, hello. See one people watching, so I'm just gonna leave. Oops. Turn my volume up. There we go. Hey, Dragonstar. Hi. Welcome. We've gotten started a little bit early today, but that's okay. Hi. How have you been? Ooh woo. You cannot run from the ooh woo. You just can't. I've got my phone going so I can keep an eye on both sides of the chat. Yeah. Spinny. So, welcome. I see two other people have joined aside from Nadia, or including Nadia. So, welcome, other person. Feel free to pop in the chat, say hi. I don't bite. At least I don't think I do. Breathe. So, welcome to the first Halloween edition of Sam's Teen Reads Corner. This month we will be doing all kinds of fun, lovely Halloweeny ideas featuring horror, dystopian, whatnot. So welcome to that. As we wait for people to pop on in, why don't we begin with a little Q&A for you guys? So, same questions as last time, but I know there are some people who weren't here last time. So, what's your favorite Halloween activity? Ow. Spooks. So we got Spooks and Nano Prep. Have you guys ever dressed up for Halloween, and are you guys dressing up this year? And if so, what are you going as? Ooh, hey. Well, that's true. I'm going as a fawn. I've got the antlers and stuff for it. I just hope the dress isn't too short because I tried it on. It came down to about my knees. But yeah, we'll see. Do you guys have a favorite horror movie? Cars? Are you talking like the Disney Pixar movie? That kind of Cars? Because if so, that is actually completely understandable. Just yeah, that's completely understandable. Because who's driving them? And how are they alive? Those are my big questions in regards to that movie. So, all right, so we've got 4 pretty little books here for 4 viewers. I'm not sure who the 4th one is. We will be reviewing conspiracy theories. Yes, I don't read or watch a lot of them when I see them, but sometimes there are some that actually catch my eye and I'm like, what's going on with this? We are going to do the bad ones first. This is one of the few book reviews that actually isn't positive. So we're going to get the negative out of the way and then we're going to end on a happy note. That's the intention. So we're going to start off with Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Stay tuned as to why I don't like this book. And then we're going to be going into some of the fun ones. The Haunting of... Whoa. Floppy book. The Haunting of Gabriel Ash. The Reformed Vampire Support Group. And then we've got this lovely, lovely, lovely little thing called The Dead and Buried. Which, by the way, if you guys have seen the graphic for this video, you will notice that the Vampire Support Group, The Dead and Buried, and I think The Haunting of... No, it was another book. No, I think the three of the
Vampire Support Group and
The Dead and the Buried
are different.
Yeah, The Dead and the Buried and the Vampire Support Group are different than what we have on the graphic, but that's because these are all four of these are Scholastic books, and Scholastic doesn't sell their stuff on Amazon, which is where we get our stuff from, unless it's a used book. So these are our lovely things, and I like this. It's cool. So yeah, that's why they look a little bit different. Yeah. So, oh my god, I got this all out of order again.
Whatever order you want.
Yeah, I had an order I wanted to do them in. Yeah. So, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. If you guys have ever read Pride and Prejudice or heard of it, then you probably know the storyline. Now, imagine that with the zombie apocalypse tossed into the mix. There's a reason why I didn't like this book, and believe me, I love zombie apocalypse. It's incredible. Zombie apocalypse is fun, but you put it into a time period where people don't know a whole lot about the undead, and you expect them to just sit around and act like normal, everyday Victorian time people. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. The dead are rising. They're not just gonna be sitting around. I don't care how rich you are. It's not gonna happen. You still have to fight for your life. Another reason why I didn't like this was because it was slightly hard to understand, and that might have been on my part because it's old and very high class English. So that might have been a me problem. And then there's the matter of how well it was written. Now, I do believe the original Pride and Prejudice was written by Jane Austen. And Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies is written by Jane Austen and Seth Graham Smith. And I do appreciate the fact that he credited the original. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So yeah, this is by two people, and I'm sure the movie was great. They made a movie for this book. I heard of it long before I even knew it was a book. And I'm sure the movie's great. It's just the book, you can tell where there was original from the original book, and then where Seth or whoever added it in just put it in there. It's not very well written. It's hard to understand, and if you can push through this book, good job. I couldn't read it all the way, and as somebody who hasn't read Pride and Prejudice before, if I can tell that it's probably from the original book, it's... So that's Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead. I'm not a fan of it, but it's fine. Oh, you can't read the cover? Oops. Make sure I don't accidentally unplug my microphone. Here's the cover for you guys. Here we go. Sorry. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies by Jane Austen and Seth Graham Smith. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead. Next up on our list of books to read, we have... Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. We have The Haunting of Gabriel Ash by Dan Pawlowski. Or Pawlowski, or however you want to pronounce his name. Believe it or not, this book is actually not a zombie book. It is a paranormal mystery, and the blurb goes, Gabe has seen it, or thinks he has. A shadow standing at the tree line, watching Gabe's house with faintly glowing eyes. Despite Gabe's misgiving, his new friend, Seth, relishes the creepy atmosphere of the forest. It's the perfect setting for his imaginary struggle against the hunter, a deformed, child-eating creature said to leave the bones of his victims in his wake. It's just a game, but it's all a bit much for Gabe, who... Oh, hi, Jay! Welcome, welcome. Who loses interest as the summer ends and the days grow shorter. But then strange things start to happen, frightening things, and Gabe knows it has to do with the dark figure watching him from the edge of the woods. We are reading the blurb of The Haunting of Gabriel Ash, which is the second book I am reviewing right now. So is Seth out to teach Gabe a lesson, or is the hunter more than just a myth? Gabe isn't sure which option is more horrifying, but he's determined to learn the truth before someone gets hurt, or worse. In his latest thriller, John Pawlowski brings his signature witch's brew of mayhem and suspense to a furious boil. Now, this isn't exactly a young adult one, it's more appeals to 5th and 8th grade readers, which I'm no longer in 8th grade, so here you go, Dragonstar. It's an okay book, actually. It's kind of hard to engage in, but the story is well written. It's just hard to keep engaged with. And it feels like there's not a whole lot of main conflict until you get to, like, almost the very end of the middle. So, The Haunting of Gabriel Ash, I'm going to hold it up so that people can see it, because I know that was a problem for Dragonstar. The Reformed Vampire Support Group. Okay. Enough. We're going to take a small break from all the tense and horror and scary. I'm going to go right into some vampire comedy. Now, the written review that I made for this, I'm actually kind of proud of my first line for. It says, "Oh yes, vampires. And if Twilight has anything to say about it, they're hot and cool and power." Wait, these aren't that kind of vampires? Oh, okay. Well, forget that then. I unintentionally went kind of along the lines of this blurb here. It says, "Think vampires are romantic, powerful, sexy, and powerful? Think again. Vampires are dead, and unless they want to end up staked, they have to give up fanging people, admit their addiction, join a support group, and reform themselves." Nina Harrison, a fanged at 18 and still living with her mother, hates the reformed vampire support group meetings every Tuesday night, sorry. Even if she does appreciate Dave, who was in a punk band when he was alive, nothing exciting ever happens. A vampire AA confusion? Nothing exciting ever happens. That is, until one of the group's members is just mysteriously turned to ashes. And suddenly, they're all under threat. That's when Nina decides to prove that, Alcoholics Anonymous. Yes, except it would be VBSA. Vampire Bloodsucker Addiction Anonymous. Also VBSAA. Okay, you got it. It's when Nina decides to prove that every vampire on Earth isn't a weak, pathetic loser. With Nina and Dave at the helm, the misfit vampires band together to track down the culprit, and soon find themselves up against some gun-toting werewolf traffickers who will stop at nothing. Now here's my favorite line in this blurb, okay? Can a bunch of feeble couch potatoes win a fight like this? Yeah, they can. I love this book. It is filled with comedy, and I mean, the blurb alone is enough to make you kind of start giggling to yourself. Yeah. So there's not a whole lot of romance. It's very much about solving the mystery, but there is so much humor in this. I highly recommend this as a good read. And now, without any further ado, my favorite book on this week's book list of spooky October-y themed horror, The Dead and Buried. Ooh, that was a little fast. So got that. Now, The Dead and Buried. Home, Sweet Home. The Reformed Vampire Support Group is a good book. So, Home Sweet Home. Jade loves the house she's just moved into with her family. She doesn't even mind being the new girl at the high school. It's a fresh start, and there's that one guy with dreamy blue eyes. But then things begin happening. Strange, otherworldly things. Jade's little brother claims to see a glimmering girl in his room. Jade's jewelry gets moved around as if by an invisible hand. Kids at school whisper behind her back, like they know something she doesn't. Soon, Jade must face an impossible fact that her perfect house is haunted. Haunted by a ghost who's not just seeking vengeance, but the truth. The ghost of a girl who ruled Jade's school. God damn it, Jade. God damn it. Oh my god. Okay. The ghost. Okay, we can. Hi, welcome, fifth person. We're all having a grand time over here. As I was saying, the ghost of a girl who ruled Jade's school until her untimely death last year. Please breathe. It's up to Jade to put the pieces together before her own life is at stake. And as Jade investigates the mystery, she uncovers that her new friends in town have more than a few deep, dark secrets. But is one of them a murderer? So, Dead and Buried is very engaging, and at the end of the book, it leaves you with a sense of foreboding dread, like something bad is going to happen. Which, to poor Jade, it did happen. Luckily, she solved the mystery before everything went to kaput. Oh, a sixth person. Hi! Welcome. You can tell I get excited when I see people. So, Dead and Buried. Oh my god. What was I talking about? Oh.
Mystery solved.
Mystery, yes. She solves the mystery. She saves everybody, but does she, though? I probably just spoiled the entire book for you guys. I'm so sorry. So yeah, that's Dead and Buried. See, we've got 6 people. I have a feeling I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Greetings. Feel free to pop in and say hi. Feel free to pop in. I don't buy it. I don't think I buy it, at least. Nope. Well, bye, person. So, with that being said, before we get into... Oh! Well, that's a jump. Yep. See right there. Yes, slap that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. Oh my god, why are my eyes so liquidy? Okay. That's fair. I don't have that much, though. Yeesh. Well, see, the book ends on a positive note. I'm not saying that she dies. And I didn't say it was a bad ending. With that, okay. So before we get into some announcements at the end of this video, let's do a short Q&A like we usually do. And oh my god, stay down, boy. Zeke is currently sleeping. Hey Zeke, if you're planning on wreaking havoc, you're missing it. So with that being said, let's get into some Q&As. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it right into the comment section, which I've got it pulled up on my phone. Ta-da! Magic. It's funny. I can like look over and I can just see what I just did on my phone, but there's no sound to it, so it's just. So how do you live stream? Well, actually, it's pretty simple. You go over to your channel and click the videos that you've done, and you can choose to do live stream. I think that's how you do it. Let me go check out on my channel real quick. My number will just go down. My channel. Okay, so you go to your channel, which is I'm pulling it up right now. Let's make it ready to playlist. You hit this lovely little camera button, and then you hit this go live button. I don't want to go live right now because but we'll have a go live, and then you can hit your go live, make your name, your thing, whatever, and then hit go live, and then you're pretty much all set to go live. You can go live, you can chat, you can see your chat, which I don't actually have to have my phone for that, but yeah, you can see the chat on like the side of your screen. How many people are watching your time, likes, how many people are watching. You have your end stream, and stream, and you are welcome for that. Yeah, you can set it up from there. So, yay. Actually, I think I've had the highest amount of people watching that I've ever had.
You've got a good turnout this time.
Yeah. My dad did it. He said, may the numbers be in your favor. Yay! Small channels, am I right? Oh my god. The more you know. Alright, so if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't really think I have much of a time limit here. I mean, I've known YouTubers who go on and on for hours. Of course, they're doing gameplays, but that makes sense. So if you guys have any more questions before we get to the announcements, and I think I may actually have to find a better way to do this charm. It doesn't want to stay. Huh?
Mess with it later.
Okay. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to pop on in the chat and ask. Is your cat YouTube famous? Well, which one? We have two of them. We have two delightful little idiots.
Well, one's smart.
Somewhat.
Too smart for his own good.
He's somewhat smart.
I'm sure we're good.
Either one. Zeke is our book tiger. So I wouldn't exactly say he's YouTube famous per se. Neither is Pumpkin. I mean, like, they might run around as I'm doing a video or something. I might tell them to shut up or stop it. Oh, I have a feeling a cat is just about to become YouTube. Hi. Come to me, baby boy. Come to me, my baby
Groggy
boy.
cat.
Here he is, my baby boy who somewhat hates me. Get your claw out of my shirt, thank you. Here he is. This is Zeke. This is my cat who somehow managed to break his collar. Pumpkin, I don't know where she is.
She's hiding.
She knows what's
She
coming.
knows what's coming.
She's smart for once. For once, she's smart.
She has flashes of brilliance. They don't last long.
Uh-oh. Oh god, we're gonna have some high cats.
No, I'm just rewarding him for
Being
being a good boy on camera.
Yay! He didn't try to karate kick me in the face. So yep, that's Zeke, and maybe next week we'll drag Pumpkin up for Blackie hated collars. No, Zeke somehow actually managed to break his collar. We cannot put it on him anymore. It's like broke. And then there's Pumpkin, who somehow has not broken her collar yet, but got herself stuck on a fly swatter. Yeah, I've got some very interesting cats. Yeah. Well, Pumpkin was the only one I found behind the dryer. She was choking on there's like a small gap between the dryer and the wall where where Pumpkin can fit through. I don't know. Zeke might be. I almost called it fat. Zeke might be too big to go in. And Pumpkin was in there, and I hear coming from behind the dryer. I'm like, "What are you doing over there?" So I get up, I investigate. I see Pumpkin. Sitting there. I'm like, come on out, you silly thing. So I get to get her out, only to realize she's stuck on the fly swatter, which is pinned between the dryer hookup and the wall. So I have to pull the fly swatter out, get the cat, pat her on the back a couple times to get her to breathe again. And her thanks for me, the way she thanked me, was she glared at me before darting off into the guest bedroom. This is why I don't save the lives of cats. Because they're ungrateful little.
You're a liar. Don't lie to your audience.
Hey.
It's not cool.
Okay, fine.
You like saving cats.
Okay, fine. See, I don't need censorship. I have Dragonstar with me. Yes, Zeke. Feel the highness of the catnip. My cat's kind of currently high on catnip right now.
So is that right?
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be about it for Q&A. Announcement! Nano is coming close. And I am super excited. Live streams might be a little bit shorter on Saturdays because I want to get to my writing because I have to do 50,000 words by the end of next month. It's going to be all kind. He's not high. He's drunk. He's drunk
He is.
on liquid catnip. Oh my god. This is what goes on in the household. Zeke is learning. Oh, he's not learning. He's leaning. He's like, okay, announcement. So Nano coming up. My live streams are going to be a wee bit shorter. Because I want to get to my writing so I can get that done. Another thing that's going to be coming up soon, the 26th, I'm going to be decked out in full Halloween gear. The 26th. So I'm going to be decked out in full Halloween gear. I'm going to be ready to, oh my god. I'm going to be decked out in full Halloween gear. I'm going for the special edition episode with more spooky scariness. I have an idea on how I'm going to start the live stream video next week. So there is that. Again, same time, same place next week. Probably a little bit later than we started it today, around normal time, because it is just now 11:14. We got started kind of early because I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but we have a storm going on outside, and it was raining super hard by the time we started. Scary skeletons. But it's raining super hard by the time we started this live stream, so we started early so we didn't lose power in the middle of a normal live stream. So it's kind of early. Next week's going to be a little bit later for around the normal time that we normally start at. So there's that. I'm going to close off this video. I will see you guys next week with some more titles and reviews. Okay, so go to thricereadbooks.com if you guys have a book you guys would like me to read. I know, Nadia, you've been trying to get me into the Warrior Cat series. We'll see if I'll be able to do that. I don't know if you guys gave up on that since last year or not, but so go to thricereadbooks.com. There should be a link that says get your book suggested or something like that, and then you can get your book suggested to give us title, author, who oh, I guess I know what you're doing next. Title, author would be nice, along with there'll be instructions on it, and then we will decide on whether or not we're going to be able to read it. So yeah, don't be shy. Suggestions are nice. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already. And next week, please remember to share the link. We will be going out on social media, and I will be sending the link to some of my friends again so that they can join in. So be sure to tell a friend. Be sure to pop on in, say hi. Even if you can't stay there for the whole thing, I won't feel bad. I mean, you'll always have the playback. And with that, at 30 minutes, we are ending the live stream. Thank you guys so much for visiting. Again, I want to give out a shout out to Official Dragonstar Animations, Jen Bradshaw and Jamel Vincent for popping in and saying hi. Thank you guys. You guys are encouraging. And I am ending this stream in 3, 2, 1. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye, and I'll see you guys next week. Hang tight till then. Bye, guys.
So hit the end, but don't